Hey Void, how you doing? So, continuing my way back reviews in the midst of my Godzilla bash. So, Godzilla versus Megaguirus. This thing. Anyway, well, first off, doing these off the cuff like this, and for a while ago, sometimes I forget everything I was going to say. So when I was talking about Godzilla 2000, I forgot to comment on the one thing I thought would change between the versions, which was talking about the Regenerator G1 cell. I thought that was just a bad dub name. No, it's in there. It's one of the things I thought was gonna be better in the sub. Turns out no. Anyway, but on to the point. Godzilla versus Megaguirus, or also known as Godzilla X Megaguirus G Elimination Strategy. So, like I mentioned in Godzilla 2000, this one's not connected to Godzilla 2000, is only connected to the OG Godzilla. Now, this one actually does have one other slight connection, one that no one expected at the time, and that's a connection to Rodan, or Rodan, as the man antagonist is tied in there. So, Godzilla's doing his thing, is rampaging. You can't get rid of the guy. What do? You build a G task force to get increasing to try different weaponry to, well, be the guy. Now, essentially, we start off kind of a military group trying to take care of the. Actually, some of these are running together because I can't remember if that happened in this one. That might have actually been one of the Mechagodzilla ones. No, that was Mechagodzilla. Anyway, this one's focused on trying to create a scientific method to get rid of Godzilla by shooting a black hole at him. So, I guess the theory is you hit Godzilla with this, he gets pulled inside and is effectively trapped within a portable black hole. Sure. Anyway, they fire a test, and, well, the test has a little bit of a problem, as the dragonfly comes through it. A prehistoric dragonfly called the Meganeura. The Meganeura brings an egg with it that gets put down into the water, as I believe this one had Tokyo kind of flooding. And, well, mostly because I think it's getting clogged with Meganeura. After this egg hatches into a queen, and a bunch starts laying eggs, and a whole swarm of dragonflies is everywhere. After there's some attacks from the Meganeura, which are the same giant insects that appeared in Rodan. So, while trying to track down what's going on with these giant bugs, well, Godzilla's awake, he's doing his thing, and however, after feeding on him, they bring back some of his blood to give to their queen, who becomes more monstrous after absorbing it, and then now it's Godzilla versus a giant dragonfly. Now, Megaguirus, the giant dragonfly, has like razor-tipped wings and essentially can create like some sonic waves as well as go supercharge herself to move really fast and essentially slashes past Godzilla. And her tail sting essentially works as like a giant blood drain. So she's a very fast, agile monster, and a very cool looking one too. I love the facial design. It's sort of like it's very Batra-esque. So, I dig Megaguirus. Of the Millennium series, she's my favorite OG monster. I mean, there's not a lot of competition. It's really just her and Orga. I believe, since, I mean, the new Mechagodzilla is cool, but it's just, you know, the redesign. And, yeah, that's pretty much, I think, you know, the other... Everything else is just monsters come back, so... But I do like Megaguirus. Even, there's a lot of the older ones that I would rank her higher than. The movie does have some good kind of horror movie elements with the giant bugs stalking around. Very reminiscent of Godzilla vs. Destoroyah. But this one seems the problem with this movie is there's just a lot going on. There's the flooding, there's the giant bugs, and then there's Godzilla, and as well as the scientific tests with the black hole gun and how whether or not it's going to work, and whether or not they should fire it because, well, it seems to tear holes in space and time. This one's a fun one. The monster designs are cool. Despite how much is going on, it's still an enjoyable ride. And this one was circa 2000. It's 106 minutes, so it's not even doesn't overstay. So I do recommend it. I give Godzilla vs. Megaguirus a good 7 MacGuffins. It's a fun one. It's my second favorite, I believe, of the Millennium series. So yeah, it's worth taking a look at. Yeah, I think that's really all I got on this one. Be gonna keep alternating like this between my current watches and then my way back log, which is a lot of Godzilla. So it's gonna be like alternating Godzilla flicks per review for the foreseeable future, pretty much until the Millennium series is done. So, yeah, we'll get on that shortly, and see you soon, Void.